Okay, so this is going to be more of a raw video. I'm going to make a breakdown on how I made $2,400 in 38 minutes. This happened today. This happened just now. I entered on a long on Nasdaq, which I quickly cut short. Basically, this was a minus 0.6 R because my stop loss was below the low, and I cut the trade short as soon as I noticed that the market was showing me a shift, and then eventually executed on the shorts right here, boom, boom, executed on the shorts, and then took profits down here, let it pull back almost to break even, and then ended up aiming for these lows and cut the profits short, so to say, after we impulsed heavily below the other lows. So let's quickly make a breakdown, because this was a trade that I forecasted 30 minutes before when I was talking with the people inside of the Simple Trading Edge, which, by the way, if you guys are interested in, it's going to open soon. The waitlist is now open. It's going to open in about 2 weeks. First link in the description, that is the waitlist. And that's how you keep in touch and know when it's opening. So basically, what was the idea? The idea is that we had a very, very big shift here in the market, right? This is, to me, the first signs that we are actually going to move bearish. Now, how long? I don't know. It just shows me that there are a lot of bears entering in this market. For that simply means that maybe now I can execute on some good shorts because the liquidity has been absolutely beautiful. Like, if you look at, let's remove this. This was basically the time that I traded. If you look at yesterday, so yesterday I took advantage of the longs towards the highs. We swept the high, we tapped the inverted fair value gap. So let me quickly go and show you where we tapped. I took profits based on this fair value gap right here. So let's make it a little bit bigger. So I took profits based on this fair value gap, and then the market moved extremely lower. I didn't take advantage of any shorts because, again, I had already profited in the longs, so I don't really care. After I profit, I'm out. Like, I just profit $2,500. I'm not doing anything else today. Like, if I profit, let's say on average $2,000 every trading day, that's $40,000 that I make a month with trading. Like, that's absolutely amazing. So basically, instead of taking advantage of these shorts, this was basically a sign that, again, the shorts are still in play. You can see that after we hit a big area of liquidity, the shorts are always very, very strong. Same thing here, sweep, strong. Then what do we have? We have a range. After this market shift, so all of this is a bullish order block. So if you draw, let's draw the extreme on. What can we see? We can see bullish order block. We can see these lows that are basically equal lows because it barely swept, right? So to me, the target was these lows to be swept. But what was the liquidity in the middle that was even cleaner? Well, it was these lows right here. And we can see how I use that soon. So the market opened. So today, let's go back before we had market open. So this is before market open. This was when I was doing the call inside of the Simple Trading Edge. We basically have a call every Tuesday and Thursday, depending on news. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, well, now there's two clear areas of liquidity, which is these highs, very clear area of liquidity, and these lows, right? This is what I'm targeting, but also here. Now, can the market go higher? Well, yes. Like, if you look at the overall trend of the market, this isn't really the type of market you want to short. I remember, listen, when I was doing live streams every single day here on YouTube, I was longing this all the way to the upside, and everyone was calling me crazy, saying that this was going to be the short. But the market keeps on going up. So for me, I want to be careful when I enter in shorts. And so that is why I also entered in a long today. But that's also why I cut it short. So we have these highs to target, right? And so as soon as the market opens, we start moving to the upside. But we don't just move to the upside, right? We start seeing displacement to the upside. Okay, so if I see displacement to the upside, my next question is, what are the next targets to the upside? And what I can see is we had equal highs right here and equal highs right here. So what do? Well, I look at the market and I look at a reason as to why I want to enter in a long. And as soon as we have this market shift, I'm interested in longs. And so I let the market come towards this fair value gap. I get tagged in. The market starts moving to the upside for a little bit. So we start moving up. And then eventually we actually start breaking lower. Not only that, but notice what happens to this fair value gap. So on this fair value gap, let's remove this. By the way, this is the 1 hour bearish order block, right? I'm still keeping this in mind. This is the 1 hour bearish order block that I expect bearishness from. But if the market wants to go short term towards these highs, I'll take it. I don't really care because I'm more so scalping this than anything else. So if we go back, notice what happens directly after. So let's put the text in black. So my stop loss was 30 handles, 32. And as soon as I see that this fair value gap gets flipped back to bearish, I'm like, okay, the shorts are back in play. I want to get out of this trade and I want to find a way to enter in shorts, right? I'm already thinking, again, this is why you have to come into at least futures market very, very open-minded, especially if you're trading the 1 minute. It's because these things quickly change. Okay, this is not the target anymore. The 1 hour order block is coming into play. So now I'm looking for shorts. I do. And then what am I looking for? Well, I'm looking for the market to pull back and move lower. But I'm still in the long. So what I do, let's see, does this still have my executions on? So executions. Okay. So what I do is as soon as the market opens up right there, I close my trade. Where's the execution? Why can I not show the execution? Okay, so there you go. My stop loss was at 43.50. So instead of 32, 43.50, it was 23. So 23 divided by 32, that's a 0.7 hour loss. Again, completely fine. When you come into this market, and I expected this to possibly have a big bearish shift, I'm already thinking this might be a loss. I don't really care. And so from here on, I look at what the market is doing and what have we just done. So I got out of this trade right here. So 42.50, right? 43.50. So 43.50, that is with one contract, by the way. So that is with one contract, a $460 loss. Completely fine. It is what it is. You can see here, buy one and sell one. And then what do we see? Well, then the real play comes. The higher time frame narrative is shifting into this direction. And now the lower time frame narrative is also shifting in this direction. That is a high probability trade for me. And so because of exactly that, what I did is that I put my stop loss here, 30 handles, 30 points, $30, whatever it is. I enter in 2 contracts. So the average price is at 141. Let's remove this. 141.25. We took a minus 0.7. And now what's my target? Well, my target is this low. This low is absolutely beautiful. And so I want to take advantage of it. But I know that these pullbacks also happen. So as soon as we break through this low, very impulsively, I actually take one contract off because like that, from there to what was price? 604.50. 604.50. We already have a $735 day locked in, right? So you take a $460 loss, but you then make sure that you take a partial that is already higher than your loss and locks in your daily profit. So now I'm in profit for the day, right? My stop loss now goes above this wick. So let's quickly remove the executions. My stop loss goes above this wick right here. So now I'm completely risk-free. If the trade moves up, then there you go. It's a break even. It is what it is. And then the market comes back towards this order block. And notice how. So I was running $1,400 right here. Notice how if I would have held this full trade, I would have been very uncomfortable because that would be a good trade now turning almost to a break even. So, and I would still have to realize the loss, or even possibly the market reversing and giving me even a bigger loss. So that is why I'm okay when we have erratic price to take some partials. I don't really care. Oh yeah, but you could have gotten with 2 contracts here, you could have gotten a $4,000 trade, $4,300 trade. Well, yes, but what if the trade would have pulled all the way back to break even? Like, do I really want to hold a trade like this all the way back to break even? Well, not really, because I like that consistency. I like that those consistent wins. You can see that here yesterday too. Consistent wins day in and day out. That's what I like. Like, I'm not trying to aim for the fences, right? So I take the partial, trade pulls back, comes back into the order block. So let's put this up here. And then once this trade starts breaking lower, this trade starts breaking lower right here, I'm looking at this low and I'm having the exact same thought process as down here. I don't really feel like having this market pull all the way back to my entry. I don't want to do it. So I noticed, okay, the difference between that and my full TP is 25 points. So 25, 26 points. And so I'm like, I got a good trade. This already locks me in for $2,400 on the day, locks me in for good profit on the account. So right now, I take my profits and I leave. Yes, I could have had an extra $500 profit. It would have been great. But at the same time, I just locked in 3.55 R. This was done in between market open. So between market open and my exit, this was 34 minutes. It would have been 38 to go to my overall TP. I just made $2,400 in 30 minutes. I am not complaining. I'm not complaining. Like, this is amazing. And that is it. I go about my day. That is the breakdown of the trade. It was very, very simple. It was all about reading the market and adapting to the market. Okay, we're not coming to this high again. That's fine. We're not coming to this high again. That's fine. I adapt and I move towards the shorts. And notice how beautiful that looks. So that is basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. That's basically it. If you guys want more of these, then let me know.